that is a spicy meatball. Hey my friends, welcome back to the Nightmare Cinema Club. Today we're going to cover a classic, a real classic. Again, be warned, you're going to see some spoilers. This isn't a review, it's a look back. I'm looking back at the movies that I've watched over the years and talking about the experiences that I've had with these movies. So, join me inside. Let's see some more splatter. Now, Videodrome is a 1983 sci-fi horror classic by the one and only David Cronenberg. And, I mean, he's the only guy that really matters in body horror, in my opinion. But it stars James Woods, Debbie Harry from the band Blondie, for you young people. If you don't know who the band Blondie is, it's this chick. Heart of glass, something like that. But yeah, it stars James Woods, Debbie Harry, Sonia Smiths. What's the other guy's name? Peter Drofsky. He plays the assistant of James Woods. And guys, very straightforward, simple movie, but so damn effective. I can tell you this from experience. I've watched this movie so many times in my life, and it still stuns me. I mean, yeah, it came out in 1983. I was 3 years old when this came out. I didn't see it when I was 3. But you remember that old and dusty video store I told you about in my earlier videos? That's where I got my hands on Videodrome. So, the plotline, basically, kind of speaks about the way that things are in today's world. In 2021, if you think about it. I mean, how powerful is online internet stuff? How powerful is multimedia? And how quickly can it destroy something? Now, David Cronenberg really realized this years ago, in the 80s, of how powerful TV and media can be. And that's what centers around this movie, is James Woods. He plays Max Wren. He owns a little UHF TV studio. And, you know, he's always looking for something more edgier for his audience. He wants to, you know, shock them. He wants to bring reality into the forefront, if you will. And, but yeah, the stuff that he's producing on his video show isn't really, it's some softcore porn, it's some, you know, some softcore violence and stuff, but it's not really that edgy thing that he's looking for. Until this one day when his assistant, played by Peter Drofsky, comes across this weird stream that he captures about a show called Videodrome. Now, it's straight up torture. Straight up. There's no plot line, there's no script, there's just people being killed and beaten up and stuff, and this really intrigues Max to a point where he wants this. But the funny thing, which we realized very early on, is that his assistant is not watching the TV screen. Now there's a plot line to that. That's going to come a bit later. But he basically chases this, and he wants his partner to find this, and he wants to start pursuing this show called Videodrome. People warn him, don't do it. Now along the line, he meets the lovely Debbie Harry, like I said, the singer from the band Blondie, and they form a very nice relationship. But she's a bit of a big cuckoo. She likes some BDSM, if I can put it that way. She likes her sex rough, and she likes being, you know, all of that stuff. And after a while, they find out that this show is actually being produced in America, in Pittsburgh, of all places. And she decides she's going to go to the show and audition for it. Long story short, she basically gets killed. Spoiler, I told you, it's just a look back. And Max starts getting these weird hallucinations. Now, people, when I say hallucinations, remember, this is David Cronenberg. He gives you body horror like you've never seen before. Imagine being a kid in the 80s and you saw this for the first time. It was wow. I mean, the special effects was done by Rick Baker, a legendary special effects man. I mean, the scene where he sticks his hand into his stomach and buries his gun. Now, this is part of his hallucinations, but Basically what it comes down to is how TV can destroy. First it takes over your mind, and then it starts destroying your body. I know it's a little bit far-fetched, but if you're looking for a very gory movie, if you're looking for a movie that's going to shock you, if you've never seen this, think of the time period, find this movie and see it. Please, guys. I don't want to give away too much for those who haven't seen it before, but let's just say this thing has enough gore, blood, splatter, guts to keep you happy. I'm not going to spoil this for you. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. I'm not going to tell you anything further about it. I'm just going to ask you guys very nicely to see it. If you want to see a very young James Woods in one of his greatest roles I've ever seen him in, check out Videodrome. And see where that saying comes from, curiosity kills the cat. At one scene where the guy goes, I want to play something for you. Now guys, for the younger viewers, if you don't know what the hell this is, it's a cassette tape. This was the stuff we were used to when we were younger, to watch horror movies on. And I luckily still have some. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Plus another side note, we think we're so clever in the 2020s because we have this stuff, you know. We have PlayStation VR sets, and you know, we can go into the virtual worlds of horror and everything scary. These guys beat us way to it. Check this out.
After this is all over, if you do, just relax and enjoy it. It'll soon go away. But for now, I think that you'll find a little S&M will be necessary to trigger off a good, healthy series of hallucinations.
I mean, that VR set is the size of a small planet, but it's yeah, it's a good one. But guys, I will see you guys in the next one. You guys take care of yourselves. Be safe out there in this chaotic world. And like I always say, my friends, enjoy the fear. Cheers, my friends.